Hey guys, welcome. Happy Sunday. Welcome to Sunday Fun Day. I'm so excited to read for you guys. I'm going to give it a minute for everybody to get in here. Say what's up to me in the chat. Hope everybody's doing well. And yeah, we got a full moon tomorrow. Oh my goodness. I don't know about y'all, but I'm getting tired of these full moons. I know they come every month, but like, oh darn, I just got over the last full moon, right? I'm gonna light some incense as I wait for other people to get the notification. Hey Norma. Hey Aqua. Hey Nico. Thank you. Love you guys too. So yes, I hope life's been treating you well. I've started the next round of readings. I've got Aries and Taurus out so far, and the rest will be out throughout the month of September. And today we're gonna go Aries through Pisces in that order. We're gonna do you versus them. I'm gonna get comfortable here. You versus them spread. So I'm just gonna light my sage and then we're gonna get started. Hey Hope, hey Kelly. Hey lady. I do have my private readings open now. I have a wait list. There's about 30 or 40 people on the wait list, but every week I've been dedicating to getting to at least 3 to 5 of them at a time. So if you haven't heard back from me and you requested a reading, just give it some time. I'll get to you, I promise. And if you want to be on the wait list, go ahead and email me, or you can go to my website. My website is tarottimewithdana.com, and you can request it there. Or you can email me, tarottimewithdana1@gmail.com. It's $150 per reading. So yeah. Anyways, this is the first time you made it to a live. Well, welcome. So, I got about 40 people in here. We'll give it a minute to let a few more join. I'm going to get my cards ready. I don't know about y'all, but my life has been insane lately. Literally, quite literally insane. I don't know how you guys have been feeling, so this should be an interesting reading. Are you from Belgium? Yeah, let me know where you're from. I love to know that. That's awesome. What time is it in Belgium right now? I've never been across seas, and I've always wanted to. If I could go anywhere, I would go to Venice, Italy. I don't know. I think I was Italian in a past life. It just looks so pretty to me. From Canada, Central Kentucky. Woo woo. Hey Life G. Thank you, One Love. Just getting my cards ready while we wait. I've been struggling the past 2 days. I feel you. Okay, so I'm feeling these cards. I've been loving my new cards, so I'm definitely going to use these. I don't remember the name of them. Let me see if I can see it from here. Neon Tarot. And these are Osho Zen, the Osho Zen deck. All right, so I am going to be doing you versus them. If you have somebody in particular that you would got on your mind or in your energy or in your environment, it may pick up on that connection. If you don't, that's all right. It could just be somebody you're randomly connecting with this week. I'm going to pull your energy, and then I'm going to pull the person you're dealing with. We're going to go Aries through Pisces, and I'm going to meditate to get us started and to open myself up. I can tell you, since I woke up, my brain has been like a radio. Like I'm talking like song after song after song, which is not that uncommon for me. But the song I woke up with today that's playing right now in my head is Tuesday's Gone with the Wind, which is actually a very significant song to me. I don't know if you guys know that song. Tuesday's Gone with the Wind. So I want to put that out there for the collective. That's the song that came into my head right before I started this live. But again, all morning, lots of songs, so I'm sure that'll come up in the readings. So I'm going to take a minute to meditate. If you meditate, I'll join you to meditate with me. It may help me pick up on your storyline or your energy. But if you don't meditate, that's all right. I'm just going to go into my own little space here. And then we're going to get started. So I'll be right back. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to start with Aries and see what you got going on here, Aries. Aries, your reading is out. Go check it out if you haven't yet. I think it came out a few days ago. Taurus, your reading is out as well. Check it out for your September in-depth. But let's get started. So the first card is Aries energy. We're going to set the intention for the upcoming week. This is our timeline here. Aries energy first. There it is. And person Aries is dealing with. Oops. Okay. And then Aries. Person Aries is dealing with. Ooh, lots of them. All right, so Aries, it's funny that I was just talking about Aries and Taurus because I have Aries and Taurus energy here. Some of you could be on the cusp of Taurus or be connecting with the Taurus, or just have some sort of earth influences here. It could also be Virgo, Capricorn energy. For your energy, it is the Knight of Pentacles. So this is steadfast. This is slow progress. This is staying grounded, staying logical. The encouragement here, Aries, is to not make any impulsive or irrational decisions this upcoming week, or especially when it comes to this person. All right, this is about tuning in as well. So you can see in this depiction, right, this person is trying to tune out these negative entities, negative energies, negative voices in your own head. You know, sometimes our own brain is like our own worst enemy, right? But it also could be like outside influences. So some of you needing to tune out outside influences and listen to, your inner voice. What feels best to you? Where do you want to go with this? And there's this encouragement here, Aries, to take your time with that, okay? There's also a message here about something about external validation and making sure that, you're not basing your decisions on validation from others or validation from this person. Say you're feeling pressured, to act a certain way or do something because of pressure coming from outside forces or this person. You need to really look at that, right? Because when you make decisions that come from outside of you, usually there's a little bit of blowback to that. So just make sure that you're in alignment with that too, that you're on board with that too, and you're doing things that, are true to your essence and to your desires. The Hierophant is the person you're connecting with, could literally be connecting with the Taurus, but this could also be, you know, the card of commitment. This can be the card of rigidity. Sometimes this is a very stubborn nature. You could be dealing with a stubborn man, you know, or woman. Um, you know, Taurus is fixed energy, right? This is somebody who is, you know, wise beyond their years, but at the same time, they could be a know-it-all. At the same time, they could like want you to believe what they believe, or, you know, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, this person can sometimes impose their own will on other people. So just be cautious of that. Now, this person actually has pretty positive cards around them. They also have the card of needing to listen to their inner voice. They also have the card of possibilities and the card of ripeness. So when it comes to the person that you're connecting with, the possibilities are really endless here. And with the card of ripeness, this means that there's something on the way for them. You know, something that is getting ready to be delivered to them or come to fruition for them. But when it comes to like their stance, I feel like this person is extremely firm in wherever they stand. Whatever they think, whatever they believe in, you're not going to budge that, Aries. But they may try to budge you. So be aware. And if you're on the same page with this person, then great. I mean, it'll be different for each of you. But both of you need to listen to your inner voice and not listen to outside influences or validations, okay? So that's what I have for Aries. I have all Earth here, by the way. So high likelihood of an Earth placement, or maybe you have that Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. That is a general, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Go to Taurus. Taurus. Got 88 in here. Don't forget to give the live a like so it gets out there and I get some traffic on my page. Please and thank you. All right. Taurus. All right, Taurus. I just heard Selena Gomez song. She says, I can't keep my hands to myself. I mean, I could, but why would I want to? Ow. What's that about? All right, Taurus. Taurus, let's see. Here we are. You have the Seven of Pentacles. Person is Taurus is dealing with. This is in the Five of Cups. One clarifier for Taurus. Silence. One clarifier for this person. Completion and healing. All right, so Taurus, are you going through something with your person? Possibly. Silence is your best friend. That's the first message that came through. Also, silence is key to your healing. We don't always need to be understood or heard or forgiven, or, you know, we don't need closure to be able to heal. And I think that's a common misconception, is like people think that they need something, again, outside of them to start their healing journey, but you really don't. You heal when you decide that you're ready to let go, when you decide that you're ready to give yourself that closure, right? Some of you are dealing with closures, you know, and it could be in regards to this person here, but doesn't have to be, just could be in general. The Seven of Pentacles is needing patience. It's kind of a stagnant energy, but it also talks about disappointment. Like, look at that guy. Like, this is somebody who's been waiting a long time and is maybe disappointed that things aren't moving faster, or that something hasn't really changed or moved. And when you're in the vibration of disappointment, the law of attraction can only bring you more disappointing people and more disappointing things. Just remember that. Like, I think we get so used to justifying why we're in an emotional space that we forget that the universe is responding to that emotional vibration and gonna give you more of it the longer you stay there. So the faster you can get out of that, it's either a waiting type of energy or a disappointment type of energy. The faster you can get out of that emotion or that space, the better off that you're going to be. And so they're saying the key to that is to have silence, obviously, and to just simply decide that you're no longer going to wait, or you're going to find a way to be in a better feeling space, regardless of whether something comes or not, regardless of how long it takes, regardless if you have the manifestation that you're looking for just yet. It's got to be an internal choice, Taurus. But I actually feel respite, the term respite coming through, healing, grace, words of those nature coming through as well. The person that you're connecting with is in the Five of Cups. Now, the Five of Cups is the card of loss. It's also the card, it can sometimes signify regret, guilt, sadness. It doesn't have to be all of those emotions, but one of those emotions. Like, this person's not in a good feeling space, okay, at the moment, or maybe during this week they find themselves in that not good feeling space. There's some sort of missing puzzle piece here as well when it comes to this person or this connection, or they feel like they're missing something. Like, this person, I get a sense of like feeling at a loss because it's like they're missing something, or someone, or you, say if you're not, you know, if you don't have this person in your life, or you had some sort of ending with this person, there's a sense of incompletion here on this person's end. So maybe you yourself, Taurus, are, you know, healing, and this person is needing that missing puzzle piece. I actually feel like they are going to get kind of that missing puzzle piece relatively soon that may help them with their emotional journey, but TBD, to be determined. You could be dealing with a water sign, Capricorn. Some of you, it's a Capricorn. I was going to say Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And then I have Earth here, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy, but it's general, so it could be any sign. All right. Gemini. Let's get to Gemini. All right, we're going to do one card for Gemini. Oh, they got two cards. Six of Cups, Knight of Wands. And one card for the person Gemini is connecting with. And they got two cards, Nine of Wands and the Four of Wands. And let me get a clarifier here. Card of Abundance. And the Miser. All right, so Gemini, there is the Six of Cups here and the Knight of Wands. This is kind of signifying like the past returning, past people, past memories, nostalgia, stuff of, you know, of that nature. The Knight of Wands is taking action, it's movement forward. And then you have the card of Abundance, which I love. So some of you are just kind of like stepping out of the past, quite literally, and into your future, and maybe taking action on career goals or your finances, you know, things of that nature. And you may actually run into some money, streams of income, abundances here. Or maybe on an energetic level, if it's not related to finances, if it's related to this person or a relationship, some of you, it's like you know, because a sense of feeling rich doesn't always come through money. Sometimes it's like coming through a person, like, you know, feeling lucky to have a person in your life, feeling abundant because you have love in your life. Sometimes also the Six of Cups can be connecting with children, childhood friends. Yeah, highlighting that area as well. So just remember that, you know, true wealth comes in the form of love. And whether that's loving what you do, Gemini, for money, or loving your surroundings, or loving your life, or loving the people in your life. Now, the person that you're connecting with is the Nine of Wands and the Four of Wands. Now, this is interesting to me because they are the miser. So I have a whole nother reading here, and I'm going to break it down for you in a second. In general, you know, the Nine of Wands is extremely independent energy, but, you know, it's next to the Four of Wands, which is like the coupledom card, or relationship stability. And then the miser here. So I just want to flat out say this. Some of you are dealing with somebody who's incapable of being in a relationship, or like they have two sides to their personality. They really like kind of being independent, or a loner, or alone, but then they also crave stability. And the reason I say that is because they have the miser. They don't have anything to offer. Like, here you are sitting in your abundance, like things are going well for you. And some of you are attracting somebody who wants a piece of that, who wants a piece of your goodness, who wants a piece of your money possibly, who wants something that you have, Gemini. So this is a really odd energy. You might actually know this person. You may have a past with this person. You know, there's a sense of familiarity. So I don't think this is like a stranger. I think this is like somebody that you're connected to somehow. But it's like they contradict themselves. And I'm not going to say like they intentionally do that. Like they may be like thinking that they want, you know, a normal, healthy friendship, relationship, work relationship, whoever this is for you. But at the same time, they have tendencies to contradict that, you know, like to go into a different direction. And also the miser is somebody who is more than willing to take from another. And I feel like you're in the space of giving, Gemini. Like your energy is open, wide open. You have so much to give. So I really want you to be cautious with whoever this is, because they are very willing to take and not give back, by the way. It could be somebody who's very unappreciative. You know, like somebody that you give them an inch, they take a mile. That type of energy exchange. I'm not just talking about like money. I'm talking about energy. Like you give them the slightest bit of hello or support, and now they want you to like help them out of a tough situation. You know, it goes from like 0 to 1,000,000. So be careful. Be careful. This could be a fire sign: Aries, Leo, Sag, water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And the miser is Virgo energy. So beware. That could be in your chart, their chart, or it's general. So, you know, take what resonates. All right. Cancer. Hey, Annie. Happy to be here. All right. Don't forget to give me a like. Boosts my live. I love when you guys talk to me too. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Steve. Hey, Moonlighting. Okay. The cool guy. All right. Let's see. Cancer. Oh, I'm going to make note of that, but I wasn't really ready. Some of you have somebody who's either childish or jealous here, or you are, but let's try again. Cancer. One card for Cancer. Three of Cups. Card for their person. Hey. You know, one thing that sucks about having really long nails is I can't always get the cards off the floor. Two of Cups and the Eight of Swords. Okay. And then one clarifier. There it is. Oh! Oh, no. Uh-oh. Okay, are you dealing with a Gemini, Cancer, or like, are you on the cusp of Gemini? If so, check out the Gemini reading, because I feel like this is kind of like playing off of that. You have somebody, you got a snake in your midst, or you are the one. Like, look at this card. This is my card of politics, which also, by the way, that's kind of a heightened topic, but I'm not going to talk about that in a tarot reading. So that could just literally be a topic floating around right now. But really what it's talking about is somebody wearing a false facade. And it's over the Three of Cups, which is your social network. Friends, family, people you're connecting with. Some of you have a third-party situation that's being covered up right now. You know, you might be giving your energy to more than just one person, or giving your energy to a person who has more than one person. Caution, caution, because you see that snake there? That snake's about to bite. And I will tell you that this year is a year 9. It is an extremely karmic year. If there are false facades, if there is narcissism of any kind, it's going to be destroyed and unmasked. Whether that's coming from you, Cancer, or the person you're connecting with. Some of you might have narcissism or a narcissistic person here. Or you could be that. Now, I'm not trying to be mean. But, you know, sometimes we're the ugly, right? But for some of you, it's somebody you're dealing with, okay? And let's see, the person you are dealing with is the Two of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the isolation. The card of isolation. This is somebody who feels an extremely strong bond or soulmate connection with you, and yet there's a lot of restrictions upon this. Maybe because it is not in their best interest. What? Okay, it's not in their best interest. If this is a third party that's being hidden, they feel like you're a soulmate, but they restrict themselves. They feel sad without you. That's for those of you who've got a third party. If you're dealing with somebody who has a third party, they're hiding that, they're restricting that, they're sad, but they don't know how to deal with their emotions. Like, they don't feel good about it, but they also don't know what to do about it, kind of. And hiding it is only going to last so long before this person is unmasked or you figure it out. Now, not all of you are in third-party situations. For those of you who aren't, you have a false friend here. You have somebody in your social network, your family, a friend. I don't know who this is. You have a strong connection here with somebody who's not telling the truth, who is restricting the truth, or you are, you know. But there's definitely something false here. Okay, but the card of politics means that it will be discoverable soon. And it doesn't always have to be like big scandals, guys. Sometimes, like, because tarot is so dramatic, sometimes it could be like as simple as like you confided in somebody and then you told them not to tell anybody, and then come to find out they went and told like your mother or, you know, somebody else. You know, so also be careful who you're confiding in, because there's some sort of deception here. Okay, it could be like something really small like that. It doesn't have to be like huge secrets coming out, if you know what I mean. But like, not all is what it seems. Okay, you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini in particular, and I have Aries at the bottom of the deck. Go to Leo. gonna keep messing with my hair, but I'm getting like hot flashes. Like it's so hot in here. I'm gonna get a drink of water. Aw, thank you. Happy Sunday to you too. All right. Leo, one card for my Leos. I said one card. Okay, no. One card for my Leos. There it is. Are you dealing with Cancer? Or on the cusp of Cancer? They got the same card. Okay, person Leo is connecting to. Person Leo is connecting to. No. Leo. Just one card. The Six of Swords. All right, and one clarifier for Leo. Transformation. Endings, this person. Mortality. Ooh. Okay, so some of you, Leo, also highlighting, similar to the Cancerian reading, relationships. The Three of Cups is your social network, the people that are close to you, sometimes friends. But yours is in a more positive sense of like support showing up for you. This may be a good time to get together with friends or family or people you love. This could also denote like celebrations, things of that nature. Especially with this card, We Are the World, which is all about connectivity, connecting with others, you know, kind of finding your place as well in community and service, you know. If you really want to generate like really good energy for yourself, be of service to others. And I'm not just talking about like getting involved in community work, although for some of you that would be a really altruistic thing for you and it might be good for your soul. But I mean like in a more simplistic term, you know, just being kind to strangers, holding doors open, you know, being open and there for somebody else. Like there's so many ways to be of service. And to me, to be of service really just means to be of love, to be that walking vessel of love for others. And so you have an opportunity this week to really hone in on that part of yourself. And this is just in general, not related to this person, but you're going through some sort of spiritual transformation here, Leo. And when it comes to this connection, by the way, it is like maybe you can be of service to this person if you want to, right? Especially if this is somebody you're really close to, you feel very connected to, you know, that you've went through a lot of change and transformation with over time or over the years, etc. This person seems to be going through it. They have the card of the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is like coming out of, you know, a tumultuous emotional time, but going into a better feeling space. It's also the card of resolutions, feeling resolute. Like if you can see, this woman is escaping, right, with a child in a boat. Like she's going into safer territory, he, she, whatever. And they also have the card of morality. So I feel like in a general sense, like this person is trying to do the right thing, whatever they deem that right thing is. Like this person is trying to utilize their moral compass to kind of get them out of a tough situation or find a resolution to something. Perhaps you are here for this person. Perhaps this is a friend or a family member or some of you an intimate partner. And if that's the case, you have an opportunity to be of service here. Say it's something between you and this person. You have an opportunity to have a resolution, a reconciliation, if you so choose, right? You have that choice. Like that, this person feels like the right thing to do is to go towards resolution at this point. So you could be dealing with a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Those are the predominant ones. So, for the Virgo, 150 in here. All right. All right. I might go live later to talk about the full moon, but it won't be here. It will be on my Facebook. So let me give a pause and a shout out for my Facebook. If you don't follow me on Facebook, why not? There's a lot more content over there. I do full moon lives over there. Tarot Time with Dana is the name of my Facebook. It's also linked in the description. So take 5 seconds right now and go follow me over there. Okay, Virgo. One card for my Virgos. All right, you have the Page of Swords and the Five of Swords. Yeesh, not the best. Okay, person you're connecting with. King of Swords. Holy cow. All right, and Virgo's clarifier is the card of transformation. And the clarifier over here. All right, okay, moment to moment. I'm going to get a clarifier over here. Stress. Okay, I'm just going to be really blunt with you. Holy shit, this is not the nicest energy. Page of Swords and the Five of Swords. Lots of swords energy, so lots of air energy. Some of you dealing with an air sign. The Page of Swords is my card of immaturity. It can be the card of online activity, online stalking, things of that nature. This could be coming from you, Virgo, or the person you're connecting with, or somebody on the outside, so take it as it resonates. The Five of Swords is like a sense of defeat, feeling defeated. You know, like this person has been through a battle, right? And they're kind of waving the white flag at this point. So if you've been having like an internal battle, Virgo, in regards to a relationship or just like in general, I feel like this may be your moment of surrender, because you have the card of change, transformation, and endings, which means there's an ending to something here. Okay, and this is on a spiritual and an emotional level. And your encouragement here, Virgo, is to take this moment by moment. Like similar to like the Aries reading, it's about, you know, taking it day by day. You know, this kind of reminds me of survival mode, if you will. Some of you may actually be in like survival mode, or maybe you have been for a while, I don't know. But it's like not, the encouragement is not to like impulsively take action on something, not to, you know, quickly move forward, but instead to kind of weigh it out carefully, moment by moment. The person that you're connecting with is, I got the Paula Abdul song, A Cold-Hearted Snake. This is showing up as a masculine energy, but it's a general reading, could be male or female. I'm not, like the King of Swords, like look at this person's face. They're not fucking around. You know what I mean? Excuse my language. The King of Swords is detached, is cold, has the ability to ice people out, is not coming from a place of emotion, is coming from a place of pure logic. Now, this person could have a lot of stressors on their plate. They could be stressed out, and that's why they are behaving this way. Okay? You know, stress can do a lot of things to other people. But I'm just going to tell you, you know, like, it's not warm, fuzzy, friendly energy with whoever this is that you're dealing with. It is detached. It is not coming from an emotional place. It's coming from an intellectual place. This person appears to be not messing around, okay? Or especially if they're pissed off or they have a lot of stressors on their plate. This is especially true if you're dealing with a masculine energy, because the King of Swords is masculine. But again, because it's general, if you're a masculine, this could actually be you. But in general, even if it's a feminine, they're coming off like a masculine, you know, from the masculine part of them, not the soft feminine part of them. So be aware. You could be also learning some new things. You're going to be learning some new things as well about yourself during this process, as well as this person. So could be dealing with, like I said, I have a shit ton of air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or Scorpio, and who else? Aries. All right, Libra. Libra, hey Stephanie. Hey girl, hey. Libra, sorry, I wanted to get a drink of my water here. Libra. Goodness. Okay, Libra, you have the card of the World. Person you're connecting with. There it is. Oh, the Seven of Swords. Okay. One clarifier. Going with the flow. Experiencing. Okay, I don't usually get... I didn't do this for the other signs, but the Seven of Swords alone never sits right with me, so let me get one on that. What's that about? Okay. So, Libra, you have the World here. This is about completions. This is about karmic cycles. This is about things coming full circle. You know, look at the person's face. They look very relaxed. And also does this person. This is your go with the flow card. So I actually feel like regardless of what is happening with your person, you're kind of in the space of maybe, I don't want to say either not caring. Well, some of you not caring because maybe you're focused more on your life, your relaxation, whatever. But for others of you, it's more of this like, what will be, like things are going to come full circle. There's a sense of support around you, Libra. There is this encouragement here to also allow things that are out of your hands to be out of your mind as well. Because if it's something that's out of your hands, it doesn't deserve to occupy space up here. Also, if you've made a decision and you're resolute about something, there's no need to keep going over it in your mind. Accept your own resolutions and then move your focus forward. So I feel like that's a real strong encouragement for my Libras. Now, the person you're connecting with, They're going through quite the experience here. The Seven of Swords I didn't really like, but I do like the clarifier. So the Seven of Swords is, it's hiding things, you know? It's not being completely forthright or completely honest. But it's also with the card of experiencing. So I feel like this person is kind of experiencing, you know, because words don't teach, right? Experience teaches. I don't know if this person is like learning the hard way, but they are learning through experience that through that Seven of Swords energy, they do not get what they want. And that the key for them is to go into the Six of Swords, which is more of like resolution minded, honesty minded, versus, you know, trying to hide things or telling half truths, or, you know what I mean? Like, it's, they're going through a learning experience where they're learning not to hide themselves or their feelings or whatever it is that was being hidden. If that's making sense to you. Or at least that's what they're being encouraged to do, because I also feel like there's a setback here for this person where they were making progress, but then there's a potential for there's potential for a setback here with them. And they're going to have to learn through experience. They cannot learn through teaching. They cannot learn through observing. They're going to have to learn this on their own, Libra. So could be dealing with another air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or another, or a fixed sign, which is Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius. That's primarily what I'm seeing. Okie dokie. We're gonna go to Scorpio. Scorpio. One card for my Scorpios. Oh, there's a song. Ooh, that came out. Let's take note of that. We'll put that in the middle. Got the devil here. Could just be a Capricorn you're dealing with. And then I had a song come through right there, which this is one of the songs that's been in my head as well. It's Stevie Nicks, Through the Sea. And that's all I can hear right now. All right, let me see what the clarifiers are. Innocence. This person, some of you are dealing with a Libra, or you got Libra in your chart. Now, here's what's interesting to me. You have the Four of Wands and the card of innocence. So the Four of Wands, can you see this? People, they're dancing together, right? Like, it's a dance that you and this person do with each other. And I'm talking like energetically speaking, although, you know, sometimes tarot can be literal. You might actually go dancing, but what I mean more so is like from a spiritual aspect, there's some sort of dance you do with this person. You know what I mean? Like, there's a bit of that. There's harmony here. There's also like a step-by-step type of energy here. The card of innocence, actually, I love that because that means there's purity around this connection, or pure intentions possibly from your part or another person's part. Like, it's innocent, right? Or at least that's maybe how you view this person. You may view them as very innocent, or vice versa. Like there's an innocence about this. I don't know. I can't get around that word, so I'm just going to say that. What's interesting to me, and we're going to get to this, is there's something not so innocent here. But they have, the person you're connecting with, the card of judgment and the card of adventure, which is, if you can see, that's a child, right? It's a child going on an adventure. I don't know if you see this person as a child, or maybe this is a child or somebody's children, or there's just, like I said earlier, like a childlike nature maybe about the connection, or a very innocent or pure nature about this person, or the way that you feel about them, or the way they feel about you, or something. This person is in the card of needing to make decisions. And what are they needing to make decisions about? What their next adventure is going to be. This person could also be thinking about movement, moving, travel, just having some sort of new experience in their life. And yet, even though I feel this, role playing, that's what you do. Okay, some of you role play with this person. And I don't mean like intentionally or in the bedroom or anything, I mean like, well, maybe some of you, I mean, you are Scorpio, but I mean it more like like you switch roles or something, like there's role playing or something going on here. That dance energy, that spiritual dancing energy. But the thing is like the devil is crowning this reading, so they're, as pure as it's seemingly coming off, there is a darker element to this, or an obsessive element to this person, like a fixation, an obsession. One of these people could have addiction problems that you may or may not be aware of, or you might. Like not all is completely innocent. And I'm not saying they have all of those things. I'm saying they could have, one of those elements is present in the connection as well. Or this could be somebody on the outside, by the way, Scorpio, that is obsessed with you. And it's not this person. It's not you. It could be somebody on the outside, because it did kind of pop out on its own, that has an unhealthy obsession or attraction or whatever to you or the person you're connecting with. So be aware. Capricorn, Libra, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius are the primary signs I'm seeing. I'm going to take it as it resonates. Sagittarius. Let's see, Sagittarius. One card for my Sagittarius. Or two. Seven of Swords. Who just got that? Are you dealing with a Libra? If so, back up. Go watch Libra. Sagittarius person they're connecting with. Person Sag is connecting with. There it was. Seven of Cups. And then we'll get one clarifier. Resistance. And slowing down. The first thing that I got, Sagittarius, when I was looking at these cards was that you're uncovering the truth about something or somebody. That's why I wanted you to go back and listen to the Libra reading. But Cancer also had iffy vibes, okay? So if you're dealing with those two signs. But the Hangman is, getting a different perspective. It's seeing something from a different angle. Like this person is hanging upside down in a tree, but the world looks so different from that angle, right? And the Seven of Swords is this hidden energy. So what are you seeing from a different perspective? Something that was being hidden, right? Or maybe even something that you're hiding from yourself or from other people, okay? Because sometimes we do be hiding things from ourselves that we don't want to see, that we don't want to see the truth of. You know, I've personally done this, not intentionally, but, you know, sometimes when you're like really looking for the best, but your intuition is saying that's not the best for you, you have a tendency to look past it. So be careful that you're not self-deceiving, right? If something feels off to you, someone feels off to you, it's off. Listen to it. With the card of existence here, whatever it is that is being uncovered, whether it's something to deal with self or something to deal with another person or this person, I feel like it's got you questioning things. Okay. Like, also, it has you seeing the bigger picture, though, of yourself and where you're at in this. Who you're connecting with is the Seven of Cups. So this person has choices, not my favorite energy, or is looking at multiple options here, or they just simply have emotional choices to make. But if this is love, right, then I feel like this person is possibly weighing their options or looking at other options. I hate to see that. If that's the truth, say you're with somebody and they're like keeping their options open or looking at other options, and you worry about that, or you feel that, or you suspect that, you feel that way for a reason. So you may want to look into that, or you may discover something around that. All right. I'll always say, and this is true, and this is from personal experience, if you're questioning if somebody is cheating, the simple fact you're questioning it means that likely they are, or you wouldn't be questioning it. You know what I mean? I'm just going to put that out there. Like, when people come to me for readings and they're like, something feels off about this person, it is. Because it feels off because it's off, damn it. And your emotions are telling you the truth. The truth. But if you're not ready for that truth, you will self-deceive. And that's fine. That's fine, because I've done that. I know exactly what that is. And you know deep down, though, what the truth is, but you deceive yourself anyways. Some of you, if that's what you're doing, Sagittarius, just recognize it for what it is. Okay? I'm not saying all of you are in that boat. No. The other way I could read this is like, this person just has some emotional choices they need to make. But before they make that choice, they need to slow down. They need to think about the long term. They need to come from a practical standpoint and not an emotional standpoint. So if this person's very emotional, you know, or going through a lot of emotions, this is not the time for them to make impractical decisions. It will have lasting effects. All right. So it could be dealing with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Yeah. Let's go to Capricorn. One card for my Capricorns. Capricorn. Okay, I don't know if this is for Capricorn or not, but I started to get the song I Fall Apart by Post Malone. What is Post Malone's zodiac sign? Hey, Jamie, my favorite Capricorn. That's just out of curiosity, because I really dig Post Malone's energy. I like it. I like his personality, I guess. Anyways, Capricorn. This is random. But that's the song I got. That could be for Sag, Capricorn, or somebody in the chat. I don't know. Let's see. Stop it. All right, the Lovers. Okay. Person Capricorn is dealing with. Ooh, not good. King of Swords. Okay, so Virgo got the King of Swords too. If you have Virgo in your chart, Capricorn, check that out. They have the same card. But let's see. Also have air energy and water. You have a card of completion. This person. I fall apart. Postponement. Okay, so, with the Lovers here and the card of completion. First, you're figuring this person out, just point blank period. The Lovers to me could be like soulmate, karmic soulmate, twin flame if you believe in that type of energy. It's the Lovers, right? It's also Gemini energy. With the card of, you know, the missing puzzle piece, right? There's something that you may have felt was incomplete, or maybe that you feel incomplete about, and you're kind of getting that sense of completion, or like that missing link, that missing puzzle piece during this time frame. Now, because of this person's energy, I'm not entirely sure that it's what you were looking for, because the King of Swords is an asshole. Sorry. I got the same person in Virgo's reading, especially if it's a masculine. The King of Swords in this deck. You know, especially with the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is keeping your options open. It's being cold. It's being distant. This person, like, and the card of postponement, like, Capricorn. Let me just be straight up with you. Some of you are dealing with somebody who puts you on the burner because they're entertaining other people, or they're talking to other people, or this is somebody who keeps their options open. They're an asshole. I can't get a word away from the word asshole, especially if it's a masculine. Because this card combination is 100% somebody who never truly commits, right? Who will take anger and make it into vengeance, who keeps their options open. So like if you make them mad, they'll cut you off, and then they'll go get affection or attention from another person. Like they get that outside validation from another person. Now this is postponing though their own growth. It is a blockage for like their own behavior also blocks them though from truly being happy. And if what you're looking for is like union and this Lover's energy, then you need to see this for what this is, because you're not going to get it out of this person. Okay. Especially if, you know, there's been past disappointments with this person. Now, let's say that, I mean, that's for the majority of you. Okay, let me read this one other way, though, for others of you. Some of you are doing just fine. Maybe you've got your own thing going on. You could be happy single or happy in a relationship, and you're dealing with somebody who's just an unhappy, miserable son of a bitch. Sorry. And if they're an unhappy, miserable son of a bitch, and you're doing fine, keep your distance. Not your problem, okay? I mean, that's I'm not gonna keep. I could read this many other different ways, but those are the two major ways that it's presenting itself to me. So you have Gemini here, Aquarius, Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, by the way. Okay. Aquarius. one card for Aquarius. All right, we almost have 200 in here. What's up? Aquarius. You have the Ace of Wands. Person Aquarius is connecting with the Knight of Pentacles. I'm not going to keep these, but I will note these. The Star. Ooh, I like that. Aquarius, you showed up for yourself. The Justice card and the Four of Cups. Some of you are, you know, staying in your own lane, staying balanced, staying emotionally detached. Okay. Let's get one clarifier. Card of Laziness. New Vision. So, Aquarius, this is contradictory energy. But, you know, my Aquarians are walking contradictions. You're air and you're fixed, which doesn't really go together, right? And me being an Aquarius myself, I could tell you I'm a walking contradiction. It's actually quite annoying as an Aquarius. But it's what makes Aquarians unique. We'll say that. So the Ace of Wands, this is why I say that, is like this really passionate, inspiring energy. You can see like this person is taking life by the horns, if that's is that a saying? They're like grabbing an opportunity here. It's passion, it's creativity, and yet you have the card of laziness. Which is like the total opposite of that. It's like chill, it's passive. It's not really making any movement or any action. Like, look at this dude. He's not budging from that chair in that what looks to be like a pina colada. You know what I mean? Some of you are just passionate about chilling out. You know, some of you are passionate about going on vacation or not doing nothing. I mean, that's that contradictory energy of an Aquarius. Some of you may get like your best creative ideas and downloads when you're chilling, you know, which doesn't sound productive, but it is productive for an Aquarian, because I know personally my mind is at its most powerful when I'm most relaxed. If I got a lot on my plate, then it's, you know, it's hard for me to get like really good ideas. But when I'm chilling, like when I'm chill, all my good ideas come. Some of you want more passion, right? Or sometimes the Ace of Wands is a new beginning, but you're also not willing to chase it, to go after it, you know? Like, instead, it's like this, let it come to me, right? Like, don't chase, attract type of vibe here. Now, the person you're connecting with is the Knight of Pentacles. So, this person is biding their time, right? Like, this is not a fast-moving energy. This is staying grounded. This is staying logical. It's kind of taking time, right? But they have a new vision here. So I feel like for this person, they are really focused on whatever this new vision is that they have. Okay, and they're willing to take their time. Like, this knight has longevity because he moves slowly, right? Because they don't get burnt out fast like the Knight of Wands would be. So whoever you're connecting with, or maybe possibly attracting into your life, could be somebody with longevity. Okay, for my single aquas. Or somebody who's very grounded. Okay, but either way, they look to be in a stable type of vibe. and you're just chilling, apparently. Okay, so you have the, you could be dealing with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus are the primary signs that I'm seeing here. Do you like my nail color? Ew. This is my fall note. Well, don't get too close because they're growing out. They only look good from really far away, and when I go like this, so you can't see them up close. But if I got up close, you'd be like, girl, does that nail start halfway down your nail bed? Yes, it does, because I haven't gone to the nail salon in a while. I like to wear them till they break or fall off. That's probably not good, but I can't stand sitting in that damn nail salon. First of all, it takes forever for them to do them, like an hour and a half. Sometimes I'll be in there. Depends if they've got to soak them off or not. And then it's painful. Any of my ladies who, I've been getting my nails done for like 20 years. I don't even remember what my real nails look like. If they're even still there. But, oh my God, they get them drills so close to the side of your skin. It's torture. It's torture. What women go through to look nice. But I love having fresh nails. It just makes me feel good. So I'm willing to go through the torture to get my nails looking good. But it is a form of torture. Anyways, ADD, Pisces. Pisces. The Three of Wands. And your person is the Three of Pentacles. Let's see. And the clarifier. Tuning in. Okay, Aries got that. Some of you connecting with Aries and experiencing. Your person is we are the world. So both you and your person, Pisces, are in the threes, the number 3 being significant between the two of you. I actually don't remember the numerology meaning of the number 3, but check it out. I'm pretty sure it's about like working together, you know, cooperation, building a life together for some of you, or it's about foundations. Now, the Three of Wands for you is also about looking to your future here, Pisces, and tuning out all the negative energies, the negative thoughts, the outside people, super similar to the Aries reading. Some of you, you know, needing to also leave other people's thoughts and opinions out of your decision making, how you feel at the end of the day. Some of you are getting ready to embark on a brand new experience here, you know, and maybe you've got some decisions to make, Pisces, whether it's about this person or not. And you're needing to go within for those answers and not outside of you, okay? Because this to me is like, could be a lot of people trying to change your mind, or that are opinionated, or that have some sort of influence over your energy. And although I want everybody to keep an open mind, like I think that's a good thing to have, I also think at the end of the day, you got to listen to your own mind though, because you're the only one living your life. So you decide. There may be progression or movement here with the Three of Wands. This person is in the Three of Pentacles. So this is that, you know, if you're in a connection with this person, they're willing to work on it, okay? If this is somebody you work with, they're being cooperative this week. You know, whoever this is, I feel like this person is in this place of, you know, cooperation. That's the best word I can think of. Like, there is a lot of connectivity as well between you and this person. They may also be learning new things, working on themselves, the Three of Pentacles to me is like working together on a common goal or a common project. Both of you seem to have like common ideas of maybe where you're wanting to go or what you're wanting to do. And this person may be getting on board with you, so to speak, during this time frame. Yeah. Especially if you're dealing with an Aries or Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Leo, Sag, because that's what I have here. And then also in their energy is the sense of family and community. Like you could have connections with this person, and it could also be like community ties, work ties, family ties, things of that nature. And this also reminds me of Leo's reading about like being of service to others. So that could be something that this person would benefit from or is looking to do, or maybe you are, and maybe you're on the same page there. So, and if you have Leo in your chart, go back and watch that reading. Okay. All right. Well, that's what I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining me for my Sunday fun day. I'm enjoying bringing these back. I hope you guys are enjoying having them back. I'm going to try and be more consistent. I can't guarantee every Sunday, but most Sundays I will be live. If you don't want to miss out, you better subscribe so you get the notifications. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. The monthly readings will be out. I do Aries all the way through Pisces, one reading a month, every single month. So don't miss out on that. Don't forget to go watch your sign. If you have Facebook, Instagram, Tarot Time with Dana is the name of both of my social medias. Instagram's more for fun, but whatever. Follow me over there if you want. Facebook, I actually do daily card readings and full moon lives, so follow me there. And then I just recently started getting on TikTok. I'm not the best at it, but I think my handle is TTWD24. But it's also linked in maybe the description. I don't remember. I might have to edit to put the link in there. But either way, I'm wishing you guys the very, very best. And thank you so much for joining me today. I love you so much. And until next time, my friends, namaste. Toodles. Bye-bye. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Bye-bye.